Gradenko. How long did it take the gas to work?
Is it safe to speak?
Of course. Go on.
The kill time depends upon the weight of the subject. The children were terminated in less than 15 seconds, and the adults took longer, 18 to 42 seconds.
No survivors?
None, Comrade Stalin.
The total dead?
Approximately 840.
My intelligence said there were 877 people in the village. How do you account for this discrepancy?
Inaccurate intelligence?
Enough. Begin full production of the gas.
Already underway, Comrade Stalin.
Meet our newest officer. According to this profile, you should prove useful.
I would like to see that profile.
Give the lieutenant something important to do. That is all, Gradenko.
Forgive me, Comrade Stalin, but there is something else. Outside Torun, we have met with guerrilla resistance. They have blocked the roads into town here and here.
They are enemies of the people. Destroy the town and kill everyone in it. Come, my dear. I have an assignment which requires your special skills.
Let's see how you handle this. Go at once to Torun. Destroy everything and everyone. No prisoners, no survivors. That is all.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reinforcements have
Yes, sir.
arrived.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. At once.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. Waiting orders. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reinforcements
Yes,
have
sir.
arrived.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well.
Mission accomplished.
Congratulations on earning this assignment, Commander. I am Captain Georgy Kukov, Chief of Field Operations for this region. Beyond this river lies Germany. Tomorrow our attack begins. For today, you have guard duty. See to it that nothing happens to the base or to the command center. The Allies have been moving closer and closer to our position. Watch out for sneak attacks. If conflict erupts, you have permission to take the fight to them. See you in Berlin.
Building.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Cancelled. Building.
Waiting orders.
On hold.
Affirmative. At once.
Training.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Waiting
Agreed.
orders.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Agreed.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. At once.
Training.
Very well. Ready and waiting. Well.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Reporting. Very well.
Training.
Agreed.
Unit ready.
Reporting. At once.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
On hold. Cancel.
Ready and waiting.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative. At once.
New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Very well.
Low
Affirmative.
power.
Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Training.
Agreed. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Of course. Very well.
Training.
Of course. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit
At once.
ready.
Of course.
Training.
Affirmative. At
Unit
once. Very well.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Reporting
Unit
at once.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Very well.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Training.
Affirmative. At once.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Very well.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Agreed.
Training.
Affirmative.
Construction
Very well. Yes, sir.
complete.
Of course.
Unit ready.
Very well.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Agreed.
funds.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Resources
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Report.
lost.
Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Training.
Reporting. Of course. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. At once. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
agreed. Acknowledged. Reporting. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Of course. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Mission accomplished.
The Imperialists are at our mercy. We have 14 tank divisions on this border.
And the Allies with only 3 divisions hold you off.
At the rate of our noble comrades' advance, we will occupy all of Europe within 60 days.
Perhaps, but 11 months over schedule. It is vital to our propaganda efforts that we take Berlin before Comrade Stalin's birthday.
Comrade Gradenko, did you not report all our nerve gas sites secure?
I inspected them myself.
And how did the Allied dogs eliminate our Sovrinsk facility?
Impossible! My security was...
Inefficient, as we feared. That plant was our primary site. Will there be enough nerve gas left to proceed with our plan? What about Einstein? Is his propulsion system research still on schedule?
Well,
I must report. A few hours ago, Einstein was kidnapped.
I know.
We are recovering him as we speak.
Good. Good! I do not wish to kill so committed an officer as you, Gradenko.
I don't know where Einstein is, yet. But I do know who betrayed our cause. We have tracked him down in Lund, where he undoubtedly waits to rendezvous with resistance forces. He must die a traitor's death. Get to Korea again and use your dogs to sniff out the coward before he can take refuge in a safe house.
For king and country.
Explosive charge placed. Our base is under attack. Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed. Acknowledged. Agreed. Reporting. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Ready and waiting. Very well.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Mission accomplished.
Черт возьми!
Good work dealing with that spy. You please, Stalin. Make sure you never disappoint him. Now, I have a special task for you. We are amassing for our attack on Berlin. The Allies are aware of this, so we are going to, how do they say, throw them a bone? I want you to create a diversion. Occupy their troops until we can drop soldiers behind their lines. Once the troops are in, use the soldiers to cut off Allied communications. With no early warning. We can take Berlin by surprise.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Waiting affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Cannot
Acknowledge.
deploy here.
Comrade.
New construction
yes, sir.
options.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Building. Construction complete. New construction
Report acknowledge.
options.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. New construction options.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Ready
Building.
and waiting.
Training.
Agreed.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. At once.
Construction complete. New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Very well. Acknowledged. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel. Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
The base
Affirmative.
is under attack. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Spy
Affirmative.
plane
Comrade.
ready. Select target. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
No problem. Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
No problem.
ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir.
Unit ready.
Comrade.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Spy plane.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Select
Affirmative.
target.
Comrade.
Reinforcements
Yes,
have
sir.
arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Spiral ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting coordinates. Reporting. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Unit lost. Building. Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes,
Reinforcements
sir.
have
Acknowledged.
arrived.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Agreed. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
When you kill one, it is a tragedy. When you kill 10 million, it is a statistic. They call me killer, but I live only to serve the people. And the people's history will judge me. Where the Romans failed, I will succeed. Russia's borders will stretch from coast to coast, for a united Russia is our destiny. Those lands were taken away by corrupt Tsarist diplomats and criminal military officers. They were the enemies of the people. But enough of this. You have served me well. Continue to do so, and your future is as bright as the star of the Soviet Union. As a reward for your service to the people, I wish to promote you. Your first order as field captain is to proceed to Colchis Island. We need the ore there for a special project. In addition, we need to capture the Allied Communications Center. We must know what those Allied dogs are up to. Godspeed. Do what you must for the people.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction options. Building.
Ready and waiting.
Construction complete. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. On hold. Cancel. Construction complete. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Agreed.
lost.
Affirmative. Waiting orders.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Report very well.
Construction complete. Building.
Ready and waiting. Very well. Very well. Agreed.
Construction complete. New construction options. Our base is under attack.
Reporting at once.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. On hold. Unit ready. Cancel. New construction options. Building. On
Yes, sir.
hold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes,
On
sir.
hold.
Acknowledged.
Cancel. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes,
On
agreed.
hold. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel.
Report acknowledged.
Structure sold. Construction complete. Building. Spy plane ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building. On hold.
Yes,
Cancel.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
under attack. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Structure sold. Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir. Report affirmative. At once. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Primary building selected.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Spy plane.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. On hold.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. New construction options.
Awaiting orders.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Report. Affirmative.
On hold.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative, affirmative, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Awaiting
First
orders.
objective
Affirmative.
met. Our base is under attack.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
On hold.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Report
ready.
acknowledged.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Building. Spy
Affirmative.
plane ready.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Awaiting acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, comrade. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Unit
Waiting order.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have
Acknowledged.
arrived.
Acknowledged. Awaiting
Reinforcements
orders.
have arrived.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes,
Silence
sir.
needed. Building.
Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Vehicle report. Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders. Report.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Unit
Of course.
lost.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Ready and wait once. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well.
Waiting order.
Yes, sir. Report acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Reporting. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Select
Awaiting
target.
affirmative.
Reinforcements
Yes,
have
sir.
arrived.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
order. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Awaiting
lost.
affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle report.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Silos
Acknowledged.
needed.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Building.
Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes,
Building.
affirmative.
Construction complete.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Vehicle
lost.
reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting once. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Awaiting
lost.
orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
lost.
Ready and wait. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Comrade. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Report. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds. Primary building selected.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
affirmative.
On hold.
Very well. Agreed.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Unit
Agreed.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
At once.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
At once. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready.
Reporting. Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready.
Waiting affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Select target. Reinforcements
Yes,
have
affirmative.
arrived.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged.
Construction complete. Structure sold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Spy plane.
Vehicle
Ready.
reporting. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Waiting order. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Comrade.
Awaiting orders. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Select target.
Reporting.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Ready and waiting. Waiting orders. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Silence needed.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building. Primary
Yes, sir.
building selected.
Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Lost.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reported. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
You said this would not happen. No matter how many we kill, they keep coming.
The United Nations begins to back their cause.
Condemn them to hell, incinerate them before they grow stronger. You are failing me.
The bombs are almost ready, Comrade Stalin. The final elements are being transported from Gorzov Air Base.
How?
By truck convoy. Here.
Guard them with your life. They must get through to Gorzov. If you fail, do not return.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
So? When? Is the core safe? You must stand your ground. Stop them! The Allies attacked the Commence nuclear reactor.
I'm on my way.
No, it's too important. You go. They shut off the coolant systems. The core will soon go critical. You must get inside the reactor and get the coolant towers back online.
Warning, warning. Core temperature rising. Meltdown imminent. Time until meltdown 30 minutes.
Timer.
Yes,
Start.
at once. Agreed.
30
Affirmative.
minutes
Affirmative.
remaining.
Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Very well.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative. Very well. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. At once. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Waiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, affirmative.
Ready
Affirmative.
and waiting. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Agreed.
Engineering. Yes, sir. Engineering. Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Engineering.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Report
Affirmative.
at once.
Yes, sir. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Engineering. Engineering.
Control
Affirmative.
center deactivated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering.
Control center deactivated.
Affirmative.
Control center deactivated. Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Control rod withdrawn. Meltdown averted. Have a nice day.
I promised you Berlin, Joseph. Did you doubt me?
If I did, I would kill you.
How better to show you my love than to give you a city for your birthday.
I could think of a few possibilities. Yeah. What?
Some things you are not cleared to see. Come, we are late for the briefing.
What is so important you interrupt a private briefing, Gradenko? Oh, you waste our time with magic shows.
This is Elba Island. Reconnaissance detected an Allied transport landing. Our agents went there, saw this, shot the videotape, and then nothing. It hadn't moved. We would have caught them. It simply disappeared.
Show me again. It's impossible. Whole units. I must know what can do this, Nadia. If it is a weapon, I must have it.
It could prove a formidable companion to our Iron Curtain project.
Iron Curtain?
You don't need to know about this, Comrade Kukov. Do we control Elba Island?
The area's resistance continues to offer the Allies support, but we have been dealing with these...
No excuses, comrade. We need that island. No, Gradenko. You stay. Send the captain to handle this.
Use our subs to keep more Allied units from landing and eliminate our enemies from the island.
Lost. Our base is under attack.
Awaiting
Building.
affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Training. Unit ready. Building. Repairing.
Yes, affirmative.
sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training. Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting.
Buildings.
Very well.
Training.
Reporting.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
Waiting for acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Construction complete. New
Yes,
construction
sir.
options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting
Construction
order. Well.
complete.
Awaiting
Able to
orders.
comply. Building in
Acknowledged.
progress. Reinforcements
Vehicle
have
report.
arrived.
Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well.
Building. On
Awaiting
hold.
for vehicle report.
Cancel.
Affirmative. Awaiting
Building.
orders. Report acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
On
Report.
hold.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Cancel.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
New construction
Report agreed.
options.
Agreed. At once. Very well. Vehicle
Unit
report.
ready.
Acknowledged. Ready. Agreed.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Agreed. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Report acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Training.
Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Training.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Once.
ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting. Course.
Building.
Engineering.
Our base is under
Affirmative.
attack. Repairing. Unit
Reporting.
ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Our
Yes,
base
sir.
is under
Yeah,
attack.
acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Engineering.
Building.
Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit lost. Building. On hold. Cancelled. Building. Unit ready.
Waiting orders.
Base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Primary building selected. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Report
lost.
once.
Training.
Report, yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
Silos needed. Unit
Ready
ready.
and waiting.
Primary
Reporting
building
once.
selected.
Ready affirmative. Once.
Training. Unit lost. Unit lost. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Unit
Reporting
lost.
affirmative.
Building. Silos needed. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Reporting well.
Unit
Agreed.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Training.
Very well. Agreed.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Training.
orders. Agreed.
Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit ready. Training.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Primary building selected. Building.
Engineering.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. On hold.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yes.
Cancel.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting at once.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Reporting.
Building. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting
Base
orders.
activated.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Building.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting orders.
Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
At once.
ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Report
Building.
acknowledged.
Waiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Very well.
Building.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Unit
Once.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Cannot
Yes, sir.
deploy.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Vehicle
Building.
reporting.
Comrade.
New
Affirmative.
construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
On hold.
Affirmative.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Spy
Affirmative.
plane
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Waiting order.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Waiting
Affirmative.
order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Stolen.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Ready.
reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting
Acknowledged.
order. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Yes,
orders.
affirmative.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Report acknowledged.
Report acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Report affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Report affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders.
Waiting affirmative. Comrade.
Report affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silence needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle report.
Building.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders. Report. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Report. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Rusty boys. No one must hear of this. Do you recognize these names?
They are your generals. But I don't see my name.
Be thankful. I named these men as traitors. They're plotting to kill me. They think I will destroy Mother Russia.
But you?
You have always stood by me. When I regained the lands stolen by the Europeans and the Chinese, you were there. You fought nobly to make my dream come true. So now, I I'm going to give this honor to you.
Death warrants?
Sign them. Reaffirm your loyalty to me by ridding Russia of her enemies.
Curious. Stalin said nothing about the truck Gradenko abandoned.
Containing elements of Iron Curtain.
Yes. We must get it back. I'm sure you'll find a suitable way to handle Comrade Gradenko.
The truck and its contents were abandoned somewhere in this region. The Allies captured the truck and brought it to this way station. They intend to move it to safe territory and study its contents carefully.
This cannot be allowed to happen. We cannot risk recapturing the truck. It is now a liability. Do not allow the truck or any Allied unit to leave the area.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Structure sold. Building. Repairing. Repairing.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Report. Acknowledge. Report. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building. On
Yes,
hold.
sir.
Cancel. Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission accomplished.
Advancement in the Soviet army can be rapid. Continue to accumulate victories, and the future is yours. One of our convoys is moving through enemy territory. You have been assigned to defend the convoy as they move through the area. Be sure that they reach their destination intact. As a reward for your esteemed service, you have been given a great honor. Our latest advancement in air warfare, the MiG attack aircraft, is at your disposal. Essentially a bomber. Use it to destroy heavy concentrations of Allied armor. With this and your standard complement of Yak aircraft, you should have no problem in keeping the convoy safe.
Reinforcements have
Yes,
arrived.
sir.
New
Awaiting
construction
orders.
options.
Affirmative.
Approaching.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
General Kukov is late.
We have matters to discuss before he arrives.
Nadia, this tea is excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself. Incompetence will not be tolerated. We cannot allow you to endanger the Iron Curtain project any longer. I'm glad you agree.
Dealing with traitors is my responsibility.
Yes, and my pleasure. My spies report that the Allies are planning a major naval attack against us. You can cut them off at the refueling station. Land your MCV on a suitable island and destroy the Allies' base and refueling station. We must keep the area clear for our submarine operations. Go. Now, General Kukov, tell me about this Allied secret weapon that you found. The chronosphere?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have
Affirmative.
arrived.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Awaiting
At
orders.
once. Yes, affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
New
Affirmative.
construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Agreed. At once.
Building.
Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Construction
At
options.
once. Very well.
Building.
Very well. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction
Yes,
options.
affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Awaiting acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. On hold.
Yes,
Cancel.
sir.
Building.
Comrade,
On
affirmative.
hold. Cancel. Construction
Comrade,
complete.
acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Construction complete.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Cannot
Yes, sir.
deploy here. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Base is
Acknowledged.
under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Vehicle reporting.
complete.
Acknowledged.
On hold.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Primary building
Yes, sir.
selected.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Comrade.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir.
Primary building selected. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Comrade.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting.
Unit
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit
Comrade.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Vehicle
Unit
report.
ready.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes,
Acknowledged.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Awaiting Yes, sir. orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Comrade. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Primary building selected. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, affirmative.
Our base
Acknowledge.
is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle Affirmative. reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting
Unit
orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Naval
Reporting.
unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Our
sir.
base is under
Yes,
attack.
acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Yes, sir.
reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Acknowledge.
sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Waiting
Affirmative.
order.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Comrade.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit
Acknowledge.
lost. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Primary building selected.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. On hold. Cancelled.
Awaiting acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. New construction options. Building. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building. Building. Unit ready.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Spy plane ready.
Report acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel.
Yes,
Building.
sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Comrade,
Building.
affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Report.
Waiting
Awaiting
order.
orders. Yes, sir.
Waiting
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting
Affirmative.
order.
Awaiting
Reporting.
orders.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Primary building selected.
Comrade. Report. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
lost. Insufficient
Report.
funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade, acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative.
Base is
Acknowledged.
under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting
Yes,
orders.
sir.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Report.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative. Comrade, acknowledged.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Comrade,
Unit ready.
waiting affirmative.
Building. Naval unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle report. Awaiting orders.
Report. Affirmative. Comrade,
Unit
affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Report. Affirmative.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting
Report.
orders.
Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Report.
Building.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
Comrade, affirmative.
Report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Select target. Unit
Vehicle
ready.
report. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Comrade, affirmative.
Construction
Comrade,
complete.
acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Awaiting affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Report knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Comrade.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative. Waiting acknowledged. 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 Waiting acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting. Comrade, waiting
Yes, sir.
order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged.
Report affirmative.
Ready.
Waiting
Yes, sir.
order.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Silos needed.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reportive. Report affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Building. Construction complete. Silos needed. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options. Unit lost. Training
Affirmative.
on hold.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
ready.
Yes, affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Yes,
Unit
acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Waiting
Training.
orders.
Report acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Training.
acknowledged. Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
lost.
Awaiting orders, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Waiting
Yes,
affirmative.
sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle report, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Training.
Engineering
Unit
affirmative.
lost.
Yes, acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Training.
affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering affirmative.
Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Report affirmative.
Unit
Report
ready.
acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting
Training.
orders. Affirmative.
Comrade,
Yes,
affirmative.
sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Comrade, affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Yes,
Yes,
affirmative.
sir.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged, sir. Report acknowledged. Affirmative. Report acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Waiting acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting or acknowledged. Report
Waiting
and order.
affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Building. Building.
Yes,
On
affirmative.
hold.
Affirmative.
Vehicle acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
sir.
Acknowledged.
Engineering affirmative. Affirmative.
Select target.
Awaiting orders. Reporting.
New construction
Yes,
options.
affirmative.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Reporting.
Construction complete. Primary building selected.
Awaiting
Building.
orders.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
under attack. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
sir.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Vehicle Yes, sir. reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, affirmative.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
report. Acknowledged.
Our base
Waiting
is under attack.
affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Building. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Report
Yes,
acknowledged.
sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting.
Yes,
Base
sir.
is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Awaiting orders.
Insufficient
Acknowledged. Awaiting
funds.
orders.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes,
Awaiting
acknowledged.
orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. At once.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Waiting. Yes, sir.
Orders lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Building. On hold.
Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Very well. At once. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Prepare. Structure sold. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Silo
orders.
ready.
Comrade. Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Select target. Select target.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Structure sold. On hold. Unit ready.
Waiting.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. Comrade.
Cancel.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged.
Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting.
Unit
Order.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes,
Spy
affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Insufficient
reported.
funds. Mission accomplished.
Play it again.
I want it. The Allies are calling it chronosphere technology. My sources tell me it is done with extremely high energy signals.
I want it.
Comrade, how?
I am surrounded by idiots. Do whatever it takes. Steal it. Take it from them. Nadia, tell your spies I want detailed plans. If Grodenko had not allowed Einstein to slip through our fingers, that weapon would be ours now.
Comrade, we do have a lead. An Allied base outside SETI is sending out very strong energy signals. I believe this is where the chronosphere hides. There are 3 separate control centers we've identified there.
Take control of all 3. Do not allow them to destroy that which is rightfully ours. General.
Reinforcements
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Reinforcements have
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Reporting at once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Very well.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Awaiting affirmative.
Reinforcements have
Yes, sir.
arrived.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge.
Comrade, acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Waiting acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle
Affirmative.
reporting.
Waiting affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Cannot
Acknowledge.
deploy here.
Acknowledge.
New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction
Report
options.
acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting at once. Awaiting
Very well.
orders.
Construction complete. New construction
Vehicle
options.
reporting.
Building. Building.
Awaiting
On
orders.
hold. Cancel. Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Building. On hold.
Awaiting
Cancel.
orders.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade, affirmative.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Affirmative. At once. Awaiting orders.
Agreed.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Awaiting
Agreed.
orders. Acknowledged.
At once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
At once.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Reporting. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
No
Building. Construction complete. Building. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Awaiting
Building.
orders.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledge.
complete.
Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative.
This
Reporting
is
one
under
course.
attack.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Building. New construction options. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options. Building.
Awaiting orders. Vehicle reporting.
On hold. Cancel. Construction complete. Our base is under attack. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Our base is under attack.
Waiting order.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Report
ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Vehicle
Primary
report.
building
Yes, sir.
selected.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Yes, affirmative.
funds. Our base
Yes, sir.
is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Building.
Reporting. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Our base is
Awaiting
under
orders.
attack.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, affirmative.
Vehicle report. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit
Awaiting
lost.
orders. Acknowledged.
Naval
Reporting.
unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Building. New construction options. Construction complete.
Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
affirmative.
ready. Building. Cannot
Yes,
deploy
affirmative.
here.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
report.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Training. Repairing. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Vehicle report.
Training.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Unit ready.
Engineering, yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle Yes, report. sir.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Yes, affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting or acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Comrade. Yes, sir. Comrade. Reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel.
Vehicle report.
Waiting
Building.
order.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Comrade. Acknowledged. Comrade.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Structure sold.
Waiting order. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report affirmative. Acknowledged. Report acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Structure
Waiting orders.
sold.
Reporting.
Comrade.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Awaiting
Unit
waiting
ready.
order. Affirmative.
Our base is
Reporting.
under attack.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Waiting
Unit
affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle report.
Affirmative.
Unit
Awaiting
lost.
order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Report. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Vehicle report.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting affirmative.
Awaiting
Yes,
orders.
affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged.
Unit lost. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Acknowledged. Yes, waiting order.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Vehicle report.
Waiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Comrade, affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Waiting
Yes,
order.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative. Engineering.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Timer started.
Comrade,
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative.
Comrade, yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Structure
Comrade,
sold.
Awaiting
orders.
orders.
Acknowledged.
Warning. 4
Comrade,
minutes
affirmative.
remaining.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Engineering.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
3 minutes
Affirmative.
remaining.
Comrade, affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Waiting
orders.
order.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, acknowledged. Waiting order.
Minutes
Yes,
remaining.
affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
I cannot believe they would risk keeping Einstein in such a poorly defended area.
Believe it or not, they did. And now we have him. The transmitter is undetectable and has a range of 500 miles.
What makes you think the Allies will try to rescue him? Certainly they think he died in the attack on the base.
That would have been true, had I not leaked information about Einstein's capture and scheduled execution. The Allies will come for their prize.
And we will be able to track him through his watch.
Yes, comrade, and he will lead us right to the chronosphere.
Einstein is gone, comrade.
Allied coordinates coming in now.
With the chronosphere and the Iron Curtain, soon we will stand invincible. Prepare a strike team.
Be careful. The Allied radar automatically sends a destruct code to the chronosphere if an intruder is detected. If you are detected before the radar is captured, we could lose the chronosphere.
Losing the chronosphere is not an option.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
New construction options.
Comrade.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Report.
Building.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Vehicle affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Vehicle affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction
Report
options.
affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. On hold.
Reporting.
Cancel. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Waiting orders.
Vehicle
Unit
report.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Comrade. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Construction complete.
Yes, affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel. Construction complete. Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Affirmative.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Waiting
Insufficient
order. Affirmative.
funds. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Report. Acknowledge.
Vehicle
Affirmative.
reporting.
Construction complete.
Yes, affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Building. Unit ready.
Comrade.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Report. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Awaiting orders.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledge.
Report. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Engineering affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Affirmative.
Naval
Vehicle
unit
acknowledge. Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Report acknowledge. Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Report acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, affirmative.
On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Comrade. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledging
Construction
order.
complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. On hold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cancel.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
is under
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report knowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Report knowledge. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Waiting order.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Prepared.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes. Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes.
Yes,
Affirmative.
sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Affirmative.
acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Reporting.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Building. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting
Base
orders.
is
Yes,
under
sir.
attack.
Waiting orders.
Training.
Report affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, very well. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Training.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Very well.
ready.
At once. Very well.
Building.
Affirmative. Ready and
Construction
waiting.
complete. Insufficient funds. Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Report affirmative. Agreed.
Training. Structure sold. Unit ready. Training. Structure
Waiting
sold.
order. Very well. Report affirmative.
Ready.
Report affirmative.
Training.
Agreed. Affirmative.
Base is under attack. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes. Affirmative.
Report affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Yes. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
was not to happen. The chromosphere was to be ours. Now all we have is a pile of debris. You, General, are to blame.
He failed to deactivate the radar centers. I believe he is aware of the punishment.
Take him out and shoot him. Get him out of my sight.
Comrade Stalin, the General is not responsible for the destruction of the chromosphere. I personally monitored his actions.
And who then would be to blame? Clearly, the General is at fault.
Niet, comrade. It was you who failed in your actions. You did not inform the General of the other Allied transmitter that was nearby.
Is this true, Kuko? Was there a fourth transmitter?
We did not notice it on the first pass, but yes.
You disappoint me, Kukov. If the chronosphere is not to be ours, then let it be buried with the remains of the Allied dogs. Where are they? Nadia, where's their base of operations located?
We have traced Einstein's signal. He has moved to the coast of England. It must be the center of the command.
General, consider this your redemption. You are to lead the attack on the Allied headquarters. Level it! Destroy forever all traces of the Alliance.
Comrade, Commander...
Continue! Comrade. And you will find yourself on the floor with Kukov. Assemble a strike team! A continental Soviet Union is our destiny!
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Awaiting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Report. Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction options.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
On hold.
Report. Agreed.
Cancel.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged.
On
Reporting.
hold.
Affirmative,
Cancel.
sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Construction
Very well.
complete.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Primary
yes, sir.
building selected.
Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Report. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Very well. Agreed.
Building.
Agreed. At once. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Very well. Affirmative. At once. Agreed.
Construction complete.
Yes, affirmative.
New construction options.
Vehicle reporting.
Building. Our base is under attack.
Waiting yes, order. Yes, acknowledged.
Training. Construction
Vehicle
complete.
reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative. Reporting
options.
once. Awaiting orders.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledge.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Naval unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative.
Our base is
Acknowledge.
under attack. Naval unit lost. Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Acknowledge.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
order. Acknowledge.
Naval unit lost. Building. Training.
Reporting. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Waiting
Agreed.
orders.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, affirmative.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative.
Building. Building. On hold.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Awaiting acknowledge.
Unit
Comrade
lost.
acknowledge. Vehicle affirmative.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Base is under
Waiting
attack.
Waiting
Building.
orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Yes,
lost.
sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Waiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Low power.
Comrade.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction
Yes,
complete.
sir. Waiting
Our
order.
base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Repairing. Building.
Acknowledged.
At once.
Unit
Very well.
ready.
Waiting
Building.
order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
Yes, acknowledge.
complete. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
Waiting affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Naval
Yes, sir.
unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Report knowledge. Yes, sir. Waiting acknowledge.
Building. On
Yes,
hold.
sir. Yes,
Cancel.
sir. Reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Report. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Yes, acknowledged.
New construction options. Building. Silos needed. On hold. Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Repairing. Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Report acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
yes, sir.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Building. On hold. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting affirmative. Comrade, affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit
Yes,
lost.
sir.
Unit ready.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
On hold.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Cancel. Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Building. Construction
Reporting.
complete. Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Waiting order.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Preparing.
Waiting orders.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos
Acknowledged.
needed. Naval unit lost. Silos needed. Building. On hold.
Reporting.
Cancel. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Awaiting affirmative.
Our base is
Yes,
under
sir.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged.
Report knowledge. Yes, sir.
Waiting affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting
Waiting
orders.
order.
Awaiting
Yes,
orders.
affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Preparing. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting
Yes,
order.
sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Vehicle
Unit
acknowledged.
ready. Building. New construction
Vehicle report
options.
acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost. Building.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Spy plane ready. Construction
Report
complete.
affirmative. Acknowledged.
Is under
Yes, sir.
attack.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit
Report
ready.
affirmative.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Select target. Construction complete. Building. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting
Yes,
order.
sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our
Affirmative.
base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Yes,
ready.
acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle report acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit lost. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. Our base is under attack. Primary building selected.
Reporting.
Building. Construction complete. Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade.
Report affirmative. Reporting.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
On hold.
Comrade.
Cancel.
Reporting.
Report affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready and
Unit
waiting.
lost.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building. Unit ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Vehicle
Yes,
report.
sir. Waiting order.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Waiting affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
On
Acknowledged.
hold.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Cancelled.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
On hold.
Affirmative.
Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order.
Awaiting orders.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Vehicle report.
Yes, acknowledged.
Select target.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Awaiting orders.
Repairing.
Comrade.
Building. Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select
Vehicle
target.
report. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative.
Report acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements have
Yes,
arrived.
acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Building.
Comrade.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes,
Affirmative.
awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
On hold.
Affirmative.
Vehicle
Yes,
report.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Comrade. Affirmative. Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders.
Insufficient
Vehicle
funds.
report. Waiting order.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting well. At once. At once. Waiting orders.
Engineering. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, affirmative.
New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Vehicle
sir.
report. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Comrade.
Yes,
Acknowledged.
yes,
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Cannot deploy here. Unit lost. Building.
Yes, sir.
On hold. Cancel. Building. On hold. Construction complete. Building. 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 Structure sold.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting
Skyway
affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack. Cannot deploy
Waiting
here.
order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Waiting acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Base is
Affirmative.
under
Yes,
attack.
sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Building. On hold.
Affirmative.
Cancel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle report.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Sold.
Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Yes, acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Waiting
Yes, sir.
order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes,
Affirmative.
affirmative.
Construction
Yes,
options.
acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building.
Comrade.
On hold.
Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Waiting
Building.
order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Yes, acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
Waiting order.
complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting
Building.
order.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting
Acknowledged.
order.
Vehicle report, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting order.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Acknowledged. At once. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Reporting at once. Of course.
Unit
Affirmative,
lost.
sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target. Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Waiting
Construction
order.
complete.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unable
Affirmative.
to comply.
Report
Building in
knowledge.
progress.
Yes,
Building
affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle report.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle
Yes,
reporting.
acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target.
Yes,
Reinforcements
affirmative.
have
Acknowledged.
arrived.
Awaiting orders.
Our base is under
Awaiting
attack.
acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silos needed. Unit lost.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Report knowledge.
Silos needed.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Silos needed. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting order. Knowledge. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our
Acknowledged.
base is under attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silence.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Silos
Awaiting
needed.
orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Silos needed.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Building. Construction complete. Building. Cancel. Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Report
ready.
acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
On
Yes, sir.
hold.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Yes, acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Vehicle reporting.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Affirmative.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Orders.
Mission accomplished.
Amazing, these English, how quickly they adapt. They must truly have been crying out for our victory. They have abandoned their old rulers faster than rats leading a sinking ship. We have done what no one else has dared. The Soviet Union stretches across the entire continent. We have liberated Europe at last. It's time to celebrate. See? Well, why not? When in Rome. Excellent. General, you have covered yourself in great honor. I will see to it personally that you are very well taken care of. Nadia, this tea is truly excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself.
Poison? You bitch!
You bastard pig! You will never touch me with your filthy hands again! Well, General, this temporary chaos in Europe will only help to fuel the Brotherhood's cause. For centuries we have waited to emerge from the shadows, and now we will make ourselves known. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and took up residence in the land of Nod. You have done well to serve us, and for that you should be rewarded. We estimate that the Brotherhood will tire of the USSR in the early 1990s. Until then, you will keep the peace. Fight our battles where you must, and you'll remain our loyal and obedient servant for the foreseeable future.
The foreseeable future. Comrade Chairman, I am the future.